Well, I think the body is the first thing to free up. And so movement helps, because fear freezes you. With fear you either freeze or you run. But fundamentally, when fear is really bad, you freeze. So you've got to get into movement to free up. Because it's like if you consider these things as energies, so fear grips and freezes you, and you're kind of like that. So you start to get some movement, and be the movement, and be the fluidity. Fear closes us down, movement can open us up. And if you're into that more fluid and mobile thing, then, when we see a body, we see this cut out shape, as if it's separate. Like it begins there, ends there, it's one knee, the other knee, head. That's the end of it. That's what we see. But that's just the visual appearance. You come into really how your body feels, the sensations, and then, I can't find any edge here. There's no edge. I'm an open system. This is an open system. But I keep thinking it's a closed system. But it's an open system. Now when we get fear, it closes. When we get love, it opens. It comes back, and the love condition is healthy. It's not some flash in the pan experience. It's the norm. Well, not everybody's norm, but it is the normal state for a healthy system, is to be in this kind of open, okay, well, here we are. So the relationship is really, we're in a relationship. The body is a relationship experience. There's an internal and external, and they're not separate. Right? The Buddha's saying contemplate the body internally, externally, and both. So I can sense there's a kind of presence here, that's part of it, and there's a kind of openness here, that's part of it. If there's no openness here, I'd be completely shut down. Now fear tends to do that. And then when we're shut down, we're dislocated from a real fluid environment where energy can move in and out. Feel I'm in something, it's open, it's got potential, I'm in something. When that closes, we're not in that. What are we left with? We're in our heads. In this imprisoned state. So naturally, you go a little bit crazy. How can we be out of the way? Because it is crazy. That's what craziness is. Right? Like the closure into out there has nothing to do with me. And you see the horror that causes, how common it is. So if we can come to our sense of fear instead of, I want to get open, not to get rid of the fear. That's not my first thing, it's just to get the body to open up and then, okay. Yeah. Now, one of the fundamental senses we have is everything okay? That could be anxiety. Is everything okay? I don't know. So, but instead of closing, I'm open and sensing alert. So anxiety tends to move into alertness rather into fear. When I'm alert, then I've got more chance of properly navigating where I'm at. So it's fresh, it's risky, but it's not frozen. And then you find, actually, it is okay. It's okay there. And then you're finding where is in all of this, there is a context or quality that is actually comfortable and fearless. Again, so we have to, then really in mindfulness you're kind of connecting the confused to the healthy. So there's that, put that in within more healthy frame of reference, and there's just that, this is uncertain, everything's uncertain, risky, we're going to die, pain will come sooner or later, okay, granted, no it's not here. Oh. And then we are kind of freedom from the lock. Then the fear can subside to a suitable degree, which is just careful. You don't want to get rid of fear, you want to just get it in balance. Fear is often it's fear about what could be, what might be, what's going to happen. But that's not happening. So I'm awake, alert, and sensing, where's safety possible, and that has to be addressed. Because if that residue remains unexplored, then it's not. We haven't integrated the true value of appropriate fear. We get careless. Don't be careless. At the same time, you don't be neurotic. So you open it up, saying, yes, there are reasons to be fearful and anxious, but now, right now, I'm safe, clear, grateful, I have this space to do what's good, what's right, come out of the lock. It's a very common thing. I'm not talking about you necessarily personally, but when we live in such a society where the relational sense is pretty bare at times, it can be really quite afflictive and often weak. We're not living in closely bonded, warm groups. We're living in estranged, massive, molting everything. We didn't call it society, just a human thing where you're not in relationship to anything. And certainly there's a lot of relational dysfunction. People just don't care, don't hear you, don't see you. And even relational damage. People abuse you, betray you, trash you, and so on. So with all these real impediments and problems, it's so important to really need for the heart to be repaired. We can do it internally, of course. And you can never underestimate the value of Kalyana Mitta. Good friends, admirable friends. To manage the anxiety of being a human.